after we've lost everything, we're free to do anything.
Oh, knowing that you would stay my baby, I know that my mother would never.
Dude that's sitting alone, that's walking alone, that's gymming alone, like, that's a dangerous motherfucker.
Hell yeah.
Get out of the house. Shower, shave, sleep, shit is what you're supposed to be at home for. The rest of your life, in Jamaica, wherever you are, you should be pressing palms in somebody's face, in a bitch face, in a dude's face. Networking in a woman's face for one thing, in a dude's face for business. So those skills will follow you to the United States or wherever you go.
Is that you want to vet a woman over a long-term basis before you decide to invite her into your personal life. Because women can act, right? If they like somebody or if they see a guy as a high-value character, they will mold to his desires, needs, and wants.
What about looking back over history? You've written the idea that women were oppressed throughout history is an appalling theory. They haven't had a great time, though, have they?
Who has had a great time in history?
But men have had less of a
Really?
shitty
Have
time.
they? Have they? By what standard? By what standard?
Well, I'm just saying if you're a woman...
How about war? History's a rough business. Everybody had it rough. In 1895, the typical Westerner lived on less than $1 a day, which is absolute poverty by today's standard. And so people were brutally poor for almost the entire course of human history. It was rough. You say, well, did men or women have it worse? One of the things you can say is everybody had it pretty damn bad. Most of the time, men and women helped each other. Women raised their sons. Husbands protected their families. I'm not buying this whole, the sexes have been at each other's throats the entire history of mankind. It's like, no, wrong. And then one level deeper than that, I don't like the whole game. The whole game is, let's divide people into groups and contrast their oppression. Fine, play it. See what happens. You're not going to like it.
Women unconsciously, intuitively decide how attractive a guy is based on how needy he is. A needy guy is unattractive. A non-needy guy is attractive. So a guy who hates his life, needs a girl to feel good about himself, doesn't live for what makes him happy, and instead bends himself to keep people comfortable, he cares very, very much about getting people's approval, he's not going to be a very attractive guy to women. But a man who's in control of himself, loves what he does, enjoys his life, lives by the values that make him happy, who cares about what he thinks of himself more than what other people think of him, he's going to have an attractive, magnetic, confident energy that women can't get enough of. So if you want to be that attractive man, you need to let go of any neediness inside you and start living for what makes you happy, for what gives you energy. And women are going to sharply, viscerally sense that on you. Because needy guys don't bring energy. They suck it up. They're vampires. But a non-needy guy brings energy. He brings fun. He brings life to those women's worlds. So, which guy would you rather be? If you'd rather be a needy guy who cares what people think of him, fuck off. But if you want to develop that confident, non-needy energy in you, go here.
True. That's not true. Women leave 70 to 80% of the time. I'm pretty sure now it's 80%, and if you're college educated, it's 90%. So women are the ones leaving. The reason I would put it on the woman is because you pick who you have a baby with. Abortion's legal up to 6 months. You pick who you have a baby with. What I see is girls see the red flags early on, they keep dating him, and then it goes poorly and they're crying later, but it's like you saw the 10 million red flags before you had the kid.
There are so many different things involved. Not seeing red flags. There are so many different mental health issues. There's so many different societal
There's so many
pressures.
excuses.
This girl said, if you're not making 6 figures, I can't fuck with you. You work at Save-A-Lot, and you barely got the job. Life is tough. And I heard it declined your food stamps.
When you ask a girl out or you ask a girl to do something and you ask her what she want to do, right? And she say, oh, I'm down for anything. I'm up for whatever. It doesn't really matter to me. This is not an invitation to go back and forth with her trying to like sneakily figure out what she wants to do. This is an invitation for you to pick up your ball sack and lead.
Peep game. You should have female friends. You should. But they shouldn't be friends. They should be soldiers. All right. I'm not saying you got to hit every single one. Like you got to do some shit with every single one. But I am saying that they should be able to follow your command whenever you're going out or doing something. You feel me? Because girls attract other girls. So always keep like an 8 with you when you're going out. It makes it mad easier. And sometimes you don't even got to go and approach women. You just tell that woman that's with you, the female friend, to go talk to them, and they'll bring them over there. They'll bring a whole bunch of girls. And those girls going to like you because that 8, 9, or 10 likes you and is with you. It works every time.
King David, you know, the David and Goliath guy, that guy, mostly wrote the book of Psalms, solidified the kingdom of Israel. He loved God, and God loved him. Look it up. He and God had a really tight relationship. The Bible says he had a heart after God's own heart. Pretty incredible saying. And he had his flaws, of course, part of an example to the rest of us. But let's not forget, when he was being praised in the Bible for his up-and-coming nature and who he was said to be a man of war. That was a positive. It was a praise. Meaning, of course, that he was a man that would stand up for the innocent. He was the man that could be a king for Israel. He could hold the figurative shield for the nation. Don't mess with David. Good men, strong men, righteous men are not meek, incapable pushovers that are going to do the so-called Christian thing of turn the other cheek. Turn the other cheek just means don't be sensitive. Turn the other cheek means don't be a brawler, fine. But in the larger context is, I don't take offense to everything that comes at me. You can insult me, I don't care, I'm fine. But that doesn't mean I'm going to let you walk over me, my family, the things that are important to me. King David was a man of war. King David's heart was after God's own heart, and he was a man of action. He was a masculine man.
I'm submissive. Cuckoo, cuckoo. I'm gonna be like a.
You're 50. You are 50.
Men will never really know you and they'll hurt you, but women will know you deeply and then they'll hurt you.
Let's see if we can get a chuckle out of this.
My girlfriend orders a turkey burger, no onion, no bun, no cheese. That's fine, we live in LA. So the server comes over with his hands full, with 4 plates, and comes over, and we're all sitting at the table. We're not even talking. And he says, turkey burger? Who ordered the turkey burger? No onion, no bun, no cheese? And my friend is just sitting there like Stevie Wonder playing the piano.
I thought my jokes were bad.
All right, so again, I'm not sure where the joke is supposed to be located here, and I'll let that play for a little while because I was sort of waiting for the joke. This isn't even try to laugh anymore. This is find the joke.
Realize that hood men actually love and show vulnerability.
I don't know if this is like her personal trauma. Or if she's gaslighting the narrative because she doesn't want to admit that criminality and, unproductive shit gets her rocks off. And this isn't about women, all having to feel the same way and pick the same men. This is how they speak upon men within these narratives that are biased as fuck. Like the audacity of saying hood men present a type of vulnerability that educated men does the statement in itself not defeat itself?
Well, it's like that with pussy. The guys at the very top are getting more than ever, and the guys at the bottom are getting less than ever.
And here's why. When you'd come out of the club in 1985, the guy with the new Ferrari, he would stunt on you and take your girl out of valet. That guy now, he doesn't need to be in valet anymore. He's stunting on you on Instagram 24/7.
Right.
So the advantage that these guys have is 10x now. And the guys who aren't even on Instagram, they're down 10x. What was the saying? Women will date their level and higher, men will date their level and lower. That thing has separated so much to where it's funny because I have a spectrum of men I coach. So there's some male strippers and VIP hosts I know in Vegas, hundreds of women a year they'll go through. And then I have some clients that haven't had sex with somebody 2, 3, 4, 5 years.
Yeah.
And then when
discrepancy is insane.
When you talk to the women are like, oh, men are all whores, men are trash. And I like to take those women to Walmart and I'm like, you see that cashier? Like, look at the cashier. I was like, tell me who he's fucking. I was like, oh, well, you didn't even think about him. When you said men are trash, he wasn't even a consideration to you.
Yeah.
You understand 90% of men are living his fucking life.
Stay away from these women who are in their early 30s, mid 30s, late 30s, early 40s, mid 40s, late 40s, and early 50s. Because them motherfuckers coming with some problems that your ass is not prepared for, I'm telling you. They're gonna drag your ass down real bad. They're gonna come off nice and all of that shit in the beginning, but them motherfuckers done been through 10, 12, 15 damn relationships in all those years. Find somebody that's probably been in one relationship or no relationships at all. You want to find a nice woman who is younger, who don't come with all of that extra stuff that a lot of these women who have been through hell have been through, and get with her and see how things could work out. Somebody who is going to appreciate you. Because all those other women who I listed in that age bracket, they're not going to appreciate you. They're going to come with that shit in the back of their mind, thinking you just like the last 15 motherfuckers they've been with.
If you notice, half of the people in the comments were women saying shit like, goals, I want, I need. Basically manifesting that. Just do realize the irony in wanting that is not to be obese. You see Lizzo doing some shit like that? And all I'm simply saying, and many other people that are saying, is be aware of your physical image because y'all want this happy ending. We all know most women want this happy ending. How do y'all plan on doing this shit if you look like the rock at the bottom of the ocean? I mean, the proof is in the comments. You can definitely see everybody. But yeah, let me know.
All we have to do is ask a man's opinion on Kevin Samuels or Andrew Tate. And the best part is...
First off, a lot of dudes are just gonna lie. But if you're an upstanding guy with integrity, you're just gonna look at her, you're gonna tell her the truth, and if that turns her off, you're not gonna be bothered because they don't realize that what she said about Kevin Samuels, at least, I haven't done my research on Andrew Tate like that for real. I've seen some clips here and there, but I've never really fully delved into it. But I did watch most of the Piers Morgan interview, and I'll say this, right? If you say the things you just said about Kevin Samuels saying he caused irreparable damage, you're the red flag, bro. Like, you're helping us. So I guess it's mutual. So, I mean, except for the liars, you're helping the men out more than anything. And what's wild is all you'll do is make Passport Gang stronger. So, yeah, stay delusional, ladies.
My sister made me a.
Finna put y'all on game. Somebody in the talking stage with your bitch. Same apply to women. Somebody in the talking stage with your nigga. And for some of y'all, the case could be worse. Some nigga fucking the shit out your bitch, or some bitch riding your nigga dick the right way. That's why I move the way I move. I stay focused, because I know that. I go to work, get money. I go to my side hustles, get money. When I'm not at work, or whenever I got time to myself, practice self-improvement. Never stop working on yourself, no matter how far you may think you are ahead in life. Because just as shit can get better for you, shit can get just as worse. We go through life-changing events every day, and you gonna let some bitch be the reason, be one of them? For the females, you gonna let some nigga be the one of them? Don't let your stress come from somebody else's happiness. Stay focused. You got one life. Live that motherfucker how you see fit and who you want to spend it with.